What does high score mean? New high score, is that bad? What does that mean? Did I break it?
Hello everyone and welcome to Veteran Gaming. I am Aaron and tonight's video is on Eternal Evolution. There is a new event called the Rise of Heroes, which helps you get shards for a champion, and this time it is the Terran Summoner Khalazza, who is still a bit of a work in progress, but the good news is I did some testing tonight to try to figure out how we want to gear him to maximize his damage output, because everybody is going to get a ton of copies of this dude. So far, this is the third Rise of Heroes event. The first one was for, where is he? Nagrama down here. And then the second one was for Senway, and as you can see, Senway is completely maxed, and Nagrama is an Immortal. So I already have enough shards to get Khalazza to Immortal. I just don't have the fodder. I don't have the feed champions to get him up that far yet. So it should be very easy, very obtainable to get him to at least Legendary, if not Immortal. So we want to find out how to use this champion that we've all essentially been given by the developers for free. So I went ahead and I ran some testing tonight, and I'll get to the winner here in a minute. Just a quick reminder, if you're not already playing Eternal Evolution, make sure you click on the links down below, join in the fun. One is for PC or Mac, an emulator called BlueStacks that's going to allow you to play this game, even though it's a mobile game, on your computer. And then the other link will be just for any phone. That way you can pick it up and play. So Khalazza here, like I said, is a Terran Summoner. And there, he wants to come play. There he is, Khalazza, the Slaughter Cannon. Pretty interesting character. I like the way he looks. He's got a real evil, real menace feel to him. Got some teeth sticking out there. So let's go ahead and talk about Khalazza's kit a little bit. His ultimate. The user's attack will be increased by 100%, and an additional doppelganger will be summoned. Up to 3 doppelgangers may be summoned at the same time, and they will materialize onto the battlefield for 8 seconds. Doppelganger shall inherit 100% of Khalazza's stats and max HP, but take on 200% more damage from the enemies. So basically he's going to pull up little copies of himself. They take more damage, but they're obviously going to help his damage output. His passive: every 6 seconds when a normal attack deals critical damage, a doppelganger is created next to Khalazza for 15 seconds. So you're getting a doppelganger from his ultimate, and now you're getting a doppelganger from his passive when he deals a critical attack on a normal strike. There can only be one doppelganger on the battlefield at the same time. The doppelganger inherits Khalazza's crit rate and 40% of their damage, but can only perform basic attacks. So you're only going to get one from his passive, whereas you can get multiple on the ultimate. His common is going to fire a burning warhead at the target, dealing 200% attack damage. Sets an enemy on fire, dealing 10% attack damage per second for 6 seconds. And then finally his other passive. Raider increases their crit rate by 2% each time they make a basic attack, which is stackable. When a critical strike is triggered, the buff is removed. Crit rate is increased to 3% each time they make a basic attack, which is stackable. And when you get in here to the talents, you're going to be able to upgrade some of those abilities as always. So I went into the Loot Pinata, the guild challenge, and I did some testing with different gear sets. I did them in full attack damage. I did them in full crit damage gear with attack primaries as the stats. I did them as full crit chance with attack and crit damage primaries. I did them with light gap with critical chance, attack, and crit damage. And then I did gluttony with a crit rate offset, and again with attack. And the winner is, for now, critical rate increase gear, the Sun Signet. The full attack and full crit damage gears did 5 and 5.3 million. Light gap with crit chance offset did 5.5. Gluttony with crit rate did 6.1. But our full crit chance with attack and crit damage primaries, so I got crit damage on the gloves, I got attack on the hat. Wish I had a better hat. Don't have a better hat. And then attack on the boots with crit rate and crit damage percentages, which is nice. And that one came out to 6.6 million. And then after I decided that this was probably the best set, I ran it again just to confirm. And the second time I actually came out with 7.1 million. So it is roughly 1 million better than the next best set. And that's without the Summoner Hero. That's without Daniel boosting stats. That's without any team members boosting stats like Masrani. So that looks like, as of right now, that's going to be your best damage set for Khalazza. Now, I don't have his exclusive any higher than 10, but when he gets to 20, crit damage buff is increased to 16%, and then the limit of mirror images will be increased to 3. And if we go back to his main, that's a passive, and that is triggered off a normal attack dealing critical damage. So critical damage is going to be huge to Khalazza, which means you want his crit rate up. My stats right now, I have him at crit rate of basically 60%, crit damage of 68%, and his attack is 11.3k. So those are his stats that did the most damage for me. If you guys run a set that I didn't test, I tried to get all of them, but if you guys get some data that's showing something different, make sure you throw it down in the comment section so that I can retest, other members of the community can see it, and that way we all benefit. So there's our introduction to Khalazza. Make sure you guys are smashing out the Rise of Heroes event, and as always, make sure you give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, have fun, and good luck.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.